In this tutorial, I'm going to show you a fast and easy method to create animated GIFs from your videos in Photoshop. And make sure that you stick around into the very end of the tutorial to see how you can watch my new free series on Adobe's website. The first step to create an animated GIF in Photoshop is to create a new document. Click on the Create New Document button. Then in the New Document window, set the width and height. There's no specific set size for an animated GIF, but you do want to keep the file small so that you don't have a large file size. Then make sure you set the resolution to 72, and under Advanced Options, set the color profile to sRGB and click on Create. To import your video, you can go into File, Place Embedded. From your computer, locate the video file. Mine is right here. I'll click on it and then click on the Place button. This brings the video into my document, and I can click and drag on the corner handles to place the video into position. The video in my canvas have different aspect ratios. If you like, you can create a canvas that has the same aspect ratio, but in this case, I wanted a square GIF. But you can certainly make it the same aspect ratio so that you don't have to crop it. Then click on the check mark to commit the changes, and you can go into Window, Timeline, and from the drop-down, make sure that you select Create Video Timeline and then press on the Create Video Timeline button. And that will convert your video into a video layer, which allows you to apply animations, trim the video, and edit the audio. In this case, we'll simply trim the video and then save it as an animated GIF. Start by double-clicking on the hand tool to fit the video to screen, then click on the play button to play the video. What you want to do now is set a start and ending point for the video. You can do so by clicking and dragging on the playhead to scrub through the video and decide where the video should start. For me, right about here. So I can click and drag the edge of the video layer until it snaps into the playhead. Then I can click and drag the video layer all the way to the left until it snaps into the start of the video. Then I can click and drag on the playhead to find an appropriate spot to end my animated GIF. And I think that right about here would be a good spot. Then I can click and drag the opposite edge of the video into the playhead until it snaps. And then you can just click on the play button so that you can see your results. If you want to see a closer representation to what the animated GIF will look like, make sure that you click on the 4-line icon to reveal these options and select Loop Playback. Then click on the play button and the video will loop forever. And this video preview will be much closer to the final animated GIF. To save this file as an animated GIF, all you need to do is go into File, Export, Save for the Web Legacy. And just a bit of a warning, this window may be slow to open. It all depends on your computer's processing power, the file dimension, and the complexity of the animation that you're trying to export. In this case, we don't have any animations. It's simply a video. It's a short one, and the file dimensions are small, so it opened fairly quickly. Then make sure that you select the GIF option from this dropdown, and the default settings should work. Make sure that you're using the appropriate image dimensions, and then make sure that you have looping options set to forever. In most cases, you want your animated GIF to loop forever, and then click on the play button one more time to see a final preview. And when you're ready to save, you can click on this Save button. And this is where you can name your file, and then click on the Save button to save your animated GIF. And before we finish the video, I have an exciting announcement. Adobe has just published my brand new series, Supercharge Your Workflow. This 6-video series is designed for Photoshop users who want to learn Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Premiere. In the first 3 videos, you'll learn how to use Adobe Illustrator to design a logo from a rough sketch, create beautiful editable text, and design a professional business card. Then, in the next 3 videos, you'll learn how to use Adobe Premiere Pro to color correct your videos, animate your Photoshop documents, and automatically reframe your videos for social sharing. The link to these videos are below in the description. Make sure that you check them out now. And while you're there, make sure that you also follow me on Behance. Also, if this is your first time at the Photoshop training channel, make sure that you subscribe and that you click on that notification bell so that you don't miss any new Photoshop tutorials. My name is Jesus Ramirez. Thank you so much for watching.